So then they took care of that, and then everybody was like, swoop, and I was like,
I was running around all today.
I was gonna say, did you think we had quorum?
we're kind of
Well, I only got
like
emails
a year and a half out, and we're like,
and this just kind of
We
in the last minute, so
come back, we? Yeah.
yeah, come back.
I mean, this is crazy.
Is Marlon coming?
We're live, gotta behave.
You heard about Colin and Taylor?
That's probably what we said.
I can't remember what Marlon said.
You knew that, didn't you?
Maybe.
I
No, that's awesome, man.
We'll wait.
I was talking to Eldon, 3 weeks ago, I think, and we were talking about all this stuff, and he's like, I gotta tell you something. And I was like, what? He was just gushing, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Well,
we need one more for quorum.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody's coming in.
Oh.
It's like the worst birthday party ever.
Oh, still better than mine.
He doesn't count.
He's like me. We're not, no, that wasn't very nice that we were like, oh.
Well, we could maybe.
I can.
Maybe that's something we should
not
discuss.
Jeff, it's great
Don't
to
worry
see you.
about it.
Is making the
like that smile.
the council liaison people voting. We'll talk
Is it
about
like that on any other?
No.
No. Well, we're probably not gonna get to be the weirdos that get that. No, we just need people to.
You can go for Nancy's.
Okay.
I have a name anyway.
You're the next one. If you're the next one over, you can just swap them. They move the council people, so.
That's fine.
All right, well, why don't we go ahead and do the first part, and then hopefully we will have another human. Let's call to order and do roll call, please.
Bridget Kelch, Joe McGowan,
Oh, I forgot to say aye. Sorry. I'm here.
Ryan Bogue, Rick Hop,
Here.
Deanna Fitzgerald, Andrew Clary,
Here.
Marlon Heidman, Becky Tate, here, Doug Mackey,
Here.
Mark Hydrich, Aaron Heckman.
Here.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We do have a commissioner about 4 blocks away, so I am just going to, for the moment, skip down to discussion item number 3.
Okay.
And that's you, Aaron.
Yes, absolutely. So I just wanted to talk about our budget for next year. I'm meeting with our finance director later just to talk about things that we need to budget for. This is our budget from last year, just so you all know. And then it shows on here the 23 and 24 and this year's budget. So I know we are going to need to budget for our matching grant funds. That's something I'll discuss if those will come out of the downtown TIF fund or if we will put that in historic preservation. It was kind of floated both ways, but with the cost of the Front Street project and burying the utility lines, we'll have to see how that shakes out. So I'll keep you posted on that. And then I've got depending on what we want to sign next year, we'll have to budget for that. What we think we need for additional signage. So go ahead.
I did want to note that conference is only every other year.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice if you were able to attend the Missouri Main Street Conference on the off year.
Okay.
But there's no flights, there's no.
Sure. Does that rotate or is it like always in Jeff City
That
or
one's-
something?
Oh, it moves. It's
Okay.
typically been St. Louis, Kansas City, but this year it's in Springfield.
Oh, okay.
A
Cool.
whole new town for us.
Cool.
It's very
There we
quite
go.
exciting. So,
Okay.
and then maybe some notes, like, because that one every other year is always going to be expensive because
Yeah.
it's a flight.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the matching is that's not a
That's straightforward, the matching part, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just my point is that it's not like $3,000. I think it was like 30,000 or.
I think I was a little surprised at the sign bids.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
was
$18,000?
In the ballpark, one was, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
what are they making those out of?
gold, no.
Yeah, no, just,
There was one in the ballpark?
huh?
Well, wasn't the one?
They were all kind of expensive.
No, yeah, they were all, but one was like out of the park. I thought the one, wasn't it for, I had it up here, hold on. It wasn't Sinorama. Or it was Sinorama.
Yeah, for the bids, I submitted, or I asked for bids from, I don't know, about eight different companies, and those are the ones that I got official responses from. So, and this was for like a more of an entrance sign type bid. I did not get bids for specifically what we were talking about, like a small. These were like 8 foot tall, kind of what Joe was sending over email.
Oh, okay, I thought they were,
Same.
No.
Okay. I feel,
Yeah.
I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
but you probably want us to attempt to put a number in the budget.
Yeah, that was kind of my reach is, because I know eventually we want to do those, and we can bid the little smaller signs
And they're
separately.
And
These are for the bigger-
two of the 5 districts are marked, and we're not going to
Correct, yeah.
Is there 5 or 6 districts? We're not going to
6.
mark the 6th district.
Correct.
We want to mark 5 districts, so we need to mark 3 districts initially with a smaller sign. Mm-hmm. Knowing that 3 large signs
Are in the works.
$6,000 a piece.
Yep.
What is a?
What's the normal?
So I need to get bids for the smaller signs. Honestly, Joe's email kind of confused me because our discussion at the last meeting was like, we wanted
He's
these.
been percolating on this for a long time.
Okay.
And so this was I think a good nudge. He said he was gonna talk to design, Becky, the design committee. Did you guys talk about it?
We talked about it briefly, we didn't have a lot of people at that meeting, so.
Okay.
Could it make sense to go ahead, and if we're starting with the smaller signs, go ahead and re-sign all the districts so everything matches? Is that a little too OCD of me, or is that a misappropriation maybe?
So even the ones that we currently have signs for, yeah.
Well,
Or could
it
you
might
make the
be,
new
it
ones
might be
match?
nice to do maybe the 3 new ones, and then maybe the next budget year go back and redo 2 old ones.
Yep.
And then,
Well, we still have money. Well, I mean,
we don't
depending
have
on.
that kind of money.
Yeah, I know. we can at least do 1 or 2.
Why
is
don't
kind
we
of how it's
put
shaken out.
$5,000 in,
Okay.
that's over $1,500 a sign,
Yep.
and see what we can do.
So we're just asking for that now, that's.
We gotta put something in the budget, because he's
No,
gotta start
I think
the
that's
budget
good.
process.
I think that's good. That'll take care of those smaller signs, and then we could do the bigger, fancier bronze ones.
Later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is just
Well-
because it has to get into the budget process, we still have to find the photo, what's it gonna say? It's gonna take a little time.
Yep. Yep.
So you're talking about replacing, even the Tibby district?
I think that's what Aaron, or Andrew thought.
Eventually, yeah.
Saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Tibby district doesn't bother me. The Main and Elm one's kinda
Yeah, I would agree.
got aggregate, or is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey, it's lasted. No one knocked it down. It's, I think it's been up since the 90s. It's stood the test of
Really?
time. I think so.
I
think
don't
they did
know if
that-
I know
They
exactly.
did the Main and Elm parking lot, which was 91 or something, 92.
Oh my gosh.
Rick was there. He should know.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just,
Well, we are getting ready to redo that parking lot in the next 5 years, so.
Is it in here somewhere?
It's right on the corner of Main and Elm. It's
Yeah,
by the
right,
fountain.
there you go.
See that?
Yes,
little, oh,
Come back.
oh, here we go.
turn.
Turn. There you go, right there.
Oh, this
See
thing.
that?
Okay.
Isn't that-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever noticed that.
It's really nice when you stand there, the photo that you see
Yeah.
is where the photographer took
Oh, that's
the
cool.
photo from.
Nice.
So that's what's nice about those signs, and same goes for the Tibby district.
Yep.
The photo, that's probably roughly where the photographer stood to take the photo that's on the sign. So that's what's cool about it.
Okay.
I do know we do not want to use the same kind of signs that we used for those Civil War markers, because those bad boys are rough already. So, oh, I think we have a commissioner arriving, so we can go back up. There she is. Thank you, Dan. All right.
Yeah, I like that guy for the Tibby district that you just had up there.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
just closing that out real quick. I will get bids for the smaller signs,
And I think maybe show them the picture of the Tibby district.
I think that would be helpful too, because the sign people and planners, we don't really share a common language. So I had some communication difficulties with some of them. So
Okay.
we'll work
All
on that.
right, I'm gonna go back up to the top now that we have quorum and do an approval of minutes. I'm just seeking a motion.
I'll so motion.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, let's go back to new business number 4 East Main Street. Is that you, Chad? Come on up. You built something before coming to see us.
Okay. This was, I honestly was a repair. So
Oh,
the dumpster that we had before was falling apart. Just the door after, I mean, it's been 5 years, believe it or not. The door was on a pretty big swing on it. We did a header across the top, and it was a good Band-Aid, but ultimately when we built the hotel, we had some of this nice leftover decking that we thought would last a really long time, and it just didn't last as long as what we wanted. So we went through and started repairing it. And so what we went with is more wood, like actual natural wood instead of the composite decking. So it's your basic dog ear fence, and then right now it is just your basic weather treated wood, and then in 8 to 10 months, whenever that dries out, we're going to stain it, and we want to do it a darker tone, a darker color, and then do black trim or black metal around that. We can do the black metal now, and then just take it off and stain it whenever it's ready. But right now, it is just the dog ear fence now.
Aaron, does a repair have to come back?
Well, since it's new material, it's a renovation.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be wood, right, Chad?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is,
Right
yeah.
now, wood is up. It is exactly like this, except for it doesn't have the black metal
It's
on it, and it's not stained because it is weather treated. So we wanted to let that get nice and dry. Go through a summer and a winter. So probably next like April maybe is when we'll stain it and then make sure that we have the metal on it. But if we want the metal on sooner, just in that time, in these next 8 to 10 months, we can certainly do that.
But it's still the same size, nothing else is.
No, nothing else has changed. In fact, the 4x4s that were the corner post, those stayed exactly the same. We didn't.
It's not now
we
a
didn't-
patio or anything in there.
Is that what?
It's not a patio in there or
No,
anything.
yeah, that would be great. No, nothing like that. It's just a dumpster enclosure.
Okay.
Chad, what's that concrete cylinder? What is,
Oh, that is the post for the street light.
Oh,
So yeah.
Oh,
that-
yeah, there's a street light that goes
Yeah,
up
the
right
street
there,
light
yeah.
that goes straight up there,
Oh.
and then
That wisteria grows, I think that's wisteria, it's beautiful.
yeah,
It gets
it
flowers
turned
on
out
it.
really
Yeah.
great.
oh, okay.
So that grows up along the side of it.
So it's camouflaged already?
Yeah, for the right for the people next door that covers looking into that.
okay. Any other questions of Chad or thoughts? Okay, I would ask for,
I make a motion, we approve.
That.
that you issue the certificate
Yeah, issue certificate of
of
review.
review.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a member of the public.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, anybody else that would like to comment?
My name is Joe Heitkamp, Karen Heitkamp. We live at 7, we live directly across from that eyesore. 6 years ago, we moved to Washington because we liked the beautiful brick buildings that Andy was building. So we built a beautiful townhome. The next day after we closed, I walk outside and they're building this frickin' thing right on Main Street. And I walk over, they go, "What are you building?" "We're building a dumpster, trash recycling or whatever." I go, "Why? I mean, why would you put it there when it used to be at the back of the lot? Why are you putting it out on Main Street? This is the focal point for the entire city, Main Street. Why would you put a trash dumpster on Main Street?" Well, they said, well, anyway, so then I had to complain to the city. I mean, I spent hours up here complaining to the city engineer, the city planner. It's like, why are you letting him do this? And they go, that finally came down to the city engineer says it's zone commercial, I think it's C2. They can do whatever they want. And I said, oh, really? They can just go and put this crap anywhere they want and nobody's gonna question it. And I said, was it approved by historic preservation? Oh, by the way, it wasn't. Chad never brought it to historic preservation the first time, or else somebody with some sense would have told him to put it at the back of the lot where it belongs. Now, for 6 years, I woke up every day and went out and looked at this trash, and my wife as well. And I guess I'm just here to say why. Actually, I think it's his sister-in-law, Lisa, told me 6 years ago, hey, if money comes in good, someday down the road, we'll think about moving it to the back of the lot. And so I said, great, because really, that's where it belongs. And so I also, last week, I did a survey, Main Street and all of Front Street. This is the only trash receptacle that is up on the main street, right at the city sidewalk. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I think that's an old picture of it. It actually looks better as the old picture, and now Chad, he's put the cheapest dog-eared boards that, yeah, you can stain it, it's gonna look good for about a month. It's not gonna look good in 6 months, it's gonna look worse. I don't know if Mr. Patke over here, I don't know if he's the brick person that does brickwork, repairs. What?
I know that guy.
Anyway, this, according to your historic ordinance, the very first sentence, it says things should be done that enhance the buildings in the areas. Tell me how does that enhance where we have beautiful townhomes made out of brick? How does that enhance?
I'll just make a couple.
You have to come to the microphone, please.
Okay, well, first of all, Chad, we love what you're doing down here. I mean, we live across from the hotel, and it's beautiful, and everything, all the buildings, and to me, this is like going to a formal dance and wearing Uggs, or Crocs. It doesn't fit, it just doesn't fit. And now, it isn't a dumpster in there anymore, they're the pull carts, and we only have to pull our pull carts out to the side. I mean, it would be easy to put it in the back and have the trash just brought out to the street like everybody else has to do as a resident there, instead of, and yet they pull up and, they have to open the doors, and it's a big deal for the trash haulers too, I think, where these things now are on the pull things that they could just be put in the back, out of sight. And then our neighbor, who is right there, I mean, for some reason, she didn't,
There's a house
right next to it,
And it's so bad. I mean, right above them is their balcony.
to look right
They have a
over.
son that lives there. He's kind of a challenged person. He can't even go outside in the summer because of the bees and the wasps.
From
with
the
this
whisk,
dumpster.
yeah, but from all the stuff that comes out of there, but,
And look at, that's wood. Dumpsters start on fire. I used to be a fire investigator, that's what I did. Fires start all the time in dumpsters and they spread to buildings. Just another stupid reason, why would you put that there?
it's just not pretty. It just doesn't fit. It's just,
Ugly.
it just doesn't fit. The aesthetics.
Mr. Clary, you just built a beautiful building right next door. Would you have something at your front entrance like that?
Well, I mean, it was there when we started, and a thought keeps occurring to me and I understand, I think, both sides of this conversation, but at the end of the day, you'll notice that we have to motion a certificate of review. So all we can do, there have been buildings and projects that have gone up in the city where we can say, absolutely not, the paint color doesn't match, the aesthetic doesn't match. We reviewed it. We have no teeth. So at the end of the day,
I have a question. Chad, are you willing to move it?
Well, there's several things I'd like to respond to.
Well, I
yeah.
would like that question. I mean,
sure.
are you willing at all to move it?
It's an exceptional expense to move that.
How much
obviously.
would that be?
We would have to,
He tore it down a week ago.
it's up to you guys. If you want to hear me, I will talk. But,
Go ahead.
We do need one person at a time at the
Well, so-
microphone.
you guys had your moment. I think I'd like to.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much. So a couple of things. One, if we put we want the easiest way for the trash trucks to get in and out, so that'd be straight on. If we put it in that corner, then the dump trucks would have to turn in to try to get to the actual dumpsters. It is pretty tight in that spot, and if we have guests staying at the hotel, getting the truck to back in and out. As you notice with River Sirens Collective and with the alley and with the Andy's Produce, we did not put any of those right on the street corner. And there was a reason for that. We could very easily get a truck to come in, do its business, get back out. This became an interesting issue because there's one way in and one way out, and it's a fairly narrow, as you can see, it's fairly narrow for dump trucks. Now, we could have it go straight in, and then they could just back straight out. The only issue is then along that back wall that is at a slope, which means then we'd have to dig down and create a retaining wall. All of that just adds more and more and more expense. Now, with all that being said, I don't think it looks that horrible. I think what we had before was nice. I think what this is even better. In terms of, this is not some of our other businesses that are food waste or anything. It's a hotel. It's a lot of paper products. The fact that it was a plant that attracts bees, I'm sorry about that. There's not much I can really do about a plant attracting trees.
Did you guys plant the plant or that grows up the
No,
vine?
I don't believe we did.
I was just
believe
gonna
it was
say,
our
like-
neighbor that asked us if they could plant the ones who live right next door.
Gotcha.
They asked if they could plant that, and we're like, that's fine. We didn't mind that at all. So for all of those reasons, and the biggest reason also why we had to go to individual containers is because the dump truck did have a hard time getting in with a dumpster, and that's just because that's a parking
Not a
space there.
dumpster that they pick up the whole thing, it's contained.
Yeah, they've got the side ones as well, but somebody's always parked there.
And nobody can walk it down because we all have to do that.
Walk the individual
Walk your
ones.
individual ones down.
Yep, yeah.
How many cans are there? How many cans are you keeping there?
4.
What's on?
Four. We did have dumpster, and with this enclosure, we would like to go back to a dumpster. Yeah, with the way the fence was before, there was the header, you know, so we put the header on it before, so.
Aaron, can you back out of that picture a little bit? I don't think you can put a dumpster there. The curb is right there now.
That's a set photo, or?
Yeah, no, this was a photo that Chad provided. I mean, this is just a rendering of
Yeah, that's just a
what the new one.
rendering.
I guess, but here, we'll go to the actual.
There you go, back
Yeah.
right there. The truck's not gonna pull in there.
Right, but they could roll the dumpster out and then take the
Oh, that's-
side, and use the side loader. That's what we did have a dumpster in there before. But the door had to have a header on it because it was getting too heavy. So then we went to individual cans then after that. And it's absolutely 100% not true that there's no other businesses that have Oakenfront has dumpsters right on the sidewalk, literally right on the sidewalk, right next to their patio. And so there are other.
Oh, yeah, there's an alcove there, isn't
Yep,
there?
right there, literally right there. You know, it is what it is. I don't think we're trying to be disruptive in any way. We're trying to protect our investments. Of course, obviously, we just won a design award with Downtown Washington this year, so we value the design and the look of what we put out to our customers. All of that is important to us. So, I mean,
Is there a way to make that prettier then?
I'm sorry.
Well,
Is there a way to make that prettier then?
I
Well,
I think the rendering he gave,
What we would, is what we want to do. That is what we want to do. Now, if there's any changes or any adjustments that you guys would like to see, we are open to that, for sure.
I mean, the rendering meets the majority of our design guidelines.
Yep.
So, to me,
And I always
yeah.
think at the end of the day, you don't have to have anything. It could just be trash cans sitting there. And I would rather have this than just see trash cans every day.
I think the other thing too about being in a mixed use, high density commercial district is that mixture of residential and commercial structures right on top of each other. I think you'll see a lot of that too in the future as we redevelop Fifth Street. And so I think some of the things that when you do come downtown, you're taking on the more traffic, the louder people enjoying themselves in the evening. You know, dogs on the sidewalk, and there is something to be said for it is different living in a commercial district versus a subdivision. So for me, I am fine with the look of the rendering, that we get there as soon as possible.
Sure. And if you'd like, we can do the black metal first, and then, we can do that next week. And then as soon as we get to staining, we'd obviously want to take it down, stain it, and put it back up.
Aaron, someone stated that there's a similar at Fifth and, or at Oak and Front. Is that right? Dumpsters outside. Does this go through building? If something new was
not-
put up, is a trash enclosure included in our building code?
Well, I don't know about building code, but we do have, where we do regulate it is in our zoning, and we say that the enclosure has to be 1 foot taller than the dumpster itself. And that's about all we say. We've discussed internally, some potential modifications to that, but, we're still probably a ways, a year or so out.
So
to actually
placement of
get
an
those.
enclosure is not in the building code?
Well, in the building code, it might be, but in the zoning, it's not.
Like, I think our house on 206 East Second is zone C2. So I could build something like that in front of my house?
Not on your hill, but yeah.
If I could, if I could.
No, yeah, same too. We're C2 also, but there's also egress issues, and just speaking from experience, I thought it'd be super easy on where to put a dumpster at tropical snow. And that's one thing to put it on a paper and have an engineer tell you, but when the other trash man comes and he's like, I'm not coming in that way. And you can be like, why not? BFA says you can. It's like, that's real good that they say that, but I'm not coming in that way. So there's reality too. I understand both
And that's City of
sides.
Washington
I
trash,
think
right?
Bridget put it quite eloquently.
Well, we contract through Waste Connections, but they serve.
So even if
the
they
whole
can
city,
get
yeah.
there, they can say, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, this is the other trash man, by the way, not Waste Connections.
Other
So
trash.
that's literally the name of the company.
I know,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
well, and you're privately contracted. I mean, it's not like they're a business. So it's
Oh,
different
gotcha,
than your
gotcha,
residential.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And again, we love Washington. We want to do what's best for Washington. We just have a
my
difference.
gosh,
We just have a difference of opinion in this situation. That's just plain and simple.
Well, again, I think for our part, the motion issue certificate of review is correct. I think we have a second for that. It meets all the standards. And again, I appreciate both sides. It's just, I try to always I think as a board, we try to put ourselves in both sets of shoes, and you guys have to have a place to put waste that doesn't, put your guests at risk, and you guys are waking up every morning, and, we want everything to be perfect for everybody. So, but I think, Bridget, you hit it on the head, that this is what it is, living in a town, in a city, and it's not always gonna be perfect, but it's pretty dang great most of the time. So with that, I think
And we don't
Rick
really
motioned
have
a
it.
certificate of review,
We can't really do anything about it anyway, right?
but I think it's important to understand both sides. So I'll second Rick's motion if that's not already been done.
No, I think you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to issue the certificate of review. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So, all right. I think we already we roundabout talked about sign bids.
Yeah, I mean, I can pull them up if you would. We'll give them a look.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so this is from Signorama out of O'Fallon. And they bid us three, three signs for about 5,000.
Wow, that's still not very big.
That's what I mean. I was like, what are they making these out of?
Oh, laminate.
Really? Oh, it is.
Yeah. Did they send any pictures? Like an example?
I don't think so. I can't
think
remember.
that honestly, we probably need
Yeah. Well, let's see.
something to show us what that gets us before we can really talk about this in any kind of,
Sure.
It's not cheap.
yeah.
Yeah, and the other one was more expensive.
These were bigger. 2 foot by 3 foot, I think, is the right size.
I mean, the ones that we have now are probably 1 foot by 18 inches, like 12 by 18 inches.
That's
That's
true.
it.
I was thinking of these for the road signs to note. Yeah.
So we probably need to be clear with each other, which are we talking about? Our little guys or the future big guys,
Well, the Tibby district's probably
12
20?
inches by 12 by 18.
I thought it was bigger than that.
It's tiny. It's like, Maybe it's a
right
little
there
bit
on the
bigger than
corner.
12 by 18, but not
I
much.
just walked by it. I just felt like it was bigger than
When
that.
I walk home tonight, I'll whip out my ruler.
I believe you.
There we go.
I'll lay my piece of paper up
You
to
can
it.
There we go.
shoot it with your phone, and it'll measure.
Yeah. Even the Main and Elm one, it's set in that aggregate. It's not much bigger than maybe
Okay.
12 by
No,
12 or 12 by
no.
18.
12 by 18.
12 by 18? Yeah.
I think I sent them something. That name sounds familiar.
I've worked with Fast Signs and Dale Signs.
Are they good?
And Landmarks.
I know I got something back from, well, Dale Signs they didn't give me a formal quote. They said we need more information they wanted more information than I had, so I didn't get anything from
Okay,
them.
so I think maybe next meeting, if we can come back with some examples.
Yep.
See, I've got a very,
If you could send them a picture of
Yeah,
the Tibby sign.
I'll send examples and
very
we'll,
visual board. They need to see pictures.
yeah.
Not big readers, the historical person.
Never know what it's gonna actually look like.
But first, we're gonna tackle the little signs.
Little ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking for the 2 foot by 3 foot, those are the big ones that we were putting by the road to denote the districts, like, that's what I was thinking those
In
were
the
for.
future, yeah.
Yes, yes,
It'll
yes.
probably, that's probably at least year 3 out
Okay.
with money and how fast we move. So, just
Yeah,
being honest
true,
with
true, true.
ourselves here.
True, true.
Okay, let's move on, because it's already 6 o'clock. Let's move on to preservation and parking requirements.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over this real quick. But so staff is working with Planning Commission to work on our downtown parking requirements, to amend them. I'm not gonna go over this whole presentation, but essentially, we're looking to eliminate off-street parking requirements for new development downtown. This is the way the code used to be prior to
I thought there was no for C3.
Well, that's what staff was thought as well.
It actually says something
But
different.
the way the language reads right here is this. Let's see. This section B right here, it says exception for C3 district shall not apply to any reoccupancy of existing buildings or structures. Does not.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially new development. If you're building a new structure,
You would have to go through.
you have to meet the normal parking requirements. And so what that means is that you get a very suburban development pattern where the city is incentivizing a very suburban development pattern downtown, potentially large surface parking lots, potentially, incentivizing developers to, tear down historic buildings. And that's really where this is relevant to this board is like, parking availability is, something that the city, takes seriously and is working to find solutions towards, but we should not be incentivizing development to, create,
Are you saying
hundreds
this
upon
was
hundreds of,
changed in August of 2016
it was, yes,
to require.
correct. But
was
city
asleep at the
staff,
wheel. I didn't see
city
that.
staff did not realize that until about
Was this
6
one of
months ago.
those like massive changes when you get the new set of codes?
correct. Yeah, this was standard language from the consultant. And and then it gets even more interesting because all of the infill that we've had since this time has met our off-street parking requirements. But it's not because the city said, hey, you have to build this
It's
much
just-
parking. Yeah, for example, your building,
Yeah.
Andy built that big parking lot there, and that meets all the retail and,
So we unintentionally followed the rules.
yes, pretty much.
So what is the suggestion for change?
The suggestion is to revert to how we thought we were operating to remove all, required off-street parking. So Becky's helped me out, conducted a survey of business owners, and we've got some good information about, what the business owners think about increased foot traffic and public parking availability. But our staff's suggestion is still to eliminate off-street parking requirements for downtown. So,
Go back to what we thought it was.
yeah. So we'll see how that.
Actually, do you need a recommendation from the commission? Does it
Not-
just go straight to council? Or does it go
I don't need a recommendation from this board. It's just something that I thought I would bring up, that we're talking about and, see if you
Is
all
this
had
just
any
a council
thoughts.
vote?
Eventually it will be. Yeah.
So really quick for my brain.
Yeah.
If it's an existing structure, no parking review, no
Correct.
off-street parking. But
Correct.
if I build a Marriott,
Correct.
I gotta go through the normal,
That's correct.
okay, that's what I.
Yep.
And you'll need to have a parking lot.
Huh? Say that again?
You
You'll
build a
have to have
Marriott.
a certain amount of off-street parking for it. But,
Yeah.
so this is,
This
and
is
this is
the
what I thought.
C3 district, so that is only downtown.
I'll
So if you're thinking
those
about other
boundaries.
parts of town like
No,
Fifth
no,
Street,
no, no, I
they're
knew, and
different.
maybe I should have said a different name,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Yeah, you should have.
It's different.
I know, I know.
It's treated
I know, I know, I know, I
differently.
know.
I second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is a light blue area.
yeah.
Okay.
That is the only place this is allowed right now. Okay.
Yep. So
Well, good catch,
I think that makes sense.
something to talk about, and we've got a lot of good information for planning commission tonight. So hopefully it's a productive conversation.
Going back to what we thought it was, which was not requiring
That'll
it.
be
Yep.
easiest
But your
change.
end result is if someone builds a new building in C3, we have 0 parking requirements.
Correct.
No, 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 if they build a new building, they will have parking requirements. If they
Not-
keep an
That's how it's
existing,
currently written.
if they keep an existing building, there's no off-street parking.
That's how it's currently written.
Right.
But Jeff, just to be clear, you're asking about what the suggestion from staff is? Yes, that's,
So if,
Your
if
interpretation is
Andrew's
correct.
building was built again tomorrow without a parking lot, is that allowed?
no.
With,
That's what I
with
thought.
the new.
With the current regulations, yeah.
But when you change it, you've made this change that you have, right, that you just showed us.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And then we build Andrew's building again. It does not have to have a parking lot.
That would be correct.
Okay.
And which is what we thought it was anyway.
Correct.
Yeah,
We're hearing two different things, or we're thinking, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's saying.
I think if what you're
anything in C3 is not required to have parking,
New or old?
new or old.
All right.
Which is what I thought it was the whole time.
Apparently everybody else did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
takes away all of our options on any parking.
but if you think about it, there is certainly room for infill yet, but it is like, it doesn't go up to Fifth Street. It stops a little bit past Third, if I'm not mistaken. There are very few lots left for infill in the light blue. Yeah. I think Andy even said that.
Yeah, no,
new
100%.
places. Yeah.
Well, I just worry that if there were,
I mean, I think
you took a building that wasn't historically significant and put a, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something that would have a lot of traffic. I don't, you know, where does everybody
Chad?
go?
Chad, I was like, oh.
Really trying to talk around us. Let's just come right out.
So if Chad builds the
Oh,
building.
no, it is not for you. It is not for you. This has greater implications than, your potential development. And I want to make that very clear that this is not for, your.
One developer
I think
or
it's about
another.
preserving the older buildings. To me, it incentivizes
Absolutely.
you to
Yes,
keep that
100%.
because you're not as restricted
What-
keeping the older property.
What happens is that somebody wants to renovate, the auto building. Again, it's already been renovated, but say it wasn't, they potentially would have to tear something down to get the required parking, and we don't want that to happen.
Right.
We could easily
Or if
put a big
someone
building
builds,
up at Andy's parking lot and tear down the Missourian.
yeah, which is not the most
An
historic.
1860s building.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if I buy
down,
the Third and Lafayette parking lot from the city and put a hotel there, I need 0 parking.
Correct.
correct.
Wait,
That's where I'm getting at.
sorry, say that again. You buy the Third and Lafayette parking lot from
Third
the
and
city.
Lafayette in the blue?
Yes,
Yes, the little park,
Right across the street from-
the little park across from the post office.
yeah.
So
And I
you're,
build a,
Not in question.
oh, right. Okay, so, sorry, I'm all, yeah, here we go. So you're saying, so I'm sorry, Jeff, say that again.
It's not due.
I'm just, any lot down there. I'm saying the Third and Lafayette parking lot that's shared there.
Sure.
I buy a fourth of it and I put up a 16-plex apartment building.
Sure.
I don't need any parking.
That's under,
Proposing is that you need 0 parking for a 16 apartment complex right there on Second Street.
yeah.
One, if you could fit it in that space, that would be amazing.
I'm just saying.
I know,
I don't
Jeff.
care
I'm-
if it's a 4-plex, an 8-plex, or whatever you want to do.
But
If I build a
part-
new building at Third and Lafayette, you need 0 off-street parking.
But
Is what
that's
you're
why
proposing.
downtown's the best place for high density. The understanding is you don't have a garage, you don't have a parking spot assigned to you. It is, survival of the fittest out there in the parking world. That's how downtowns thrive.
correct.
And I will say from the parking survey that we did, we got over 24 responses. Most of the responses that received said that there was not enough education about where the parking is. And that's just from the responses. That's not me saying my opinion or anything like that. That's just saying that there's not enough education on where the public lots are and what is public parking versus what is private parking.
Yeah, that's
So that is a
true.
conversation that has now started, is how do we educate the community and people coming into our community? What are public lots? What are the rules with public lots? And are we enforcing those public lots? That's.
I imagine you're also seeing a lot of tourist or traffic in our private lots, you know.
100%.
Because I've seen a lot more signs go up of saying, this is
100%.
private parking.
Bank of Washington is an example.
Yeah.
And some business owners are polite and they let people use their private lots. But I think from what we're finding is that the community, even the downtown community, is not necessarily educated on what are public lots and what are the rules in those public lots.
Yeah, there really is
Signage,
no,
even signage.
there
would
may
So
be,
that's what we're working on.
yeah.
By the way, this is kind of an exciting problem to have.
Yeah,
If you
it
think
is.
about it, that
Yeah.
there's enough going on to have to worry about this.
Chad, do you have a lot of people parking in the US Bank lot at all?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's the Trashy Roots, those businesses along there now.
It's always a good
898.
place to park. You can usually find a
Yeah.
spot there and then you
In
walk.
fact, we actually, because we store some of our construction stuff there, and then I think a lot of other construction people are like, oh, we can just store our construction stuff here now, and so more and more things, which literally, honestly, we just like, it's fine. We don't really have not necessarily need right now, so it's no problem. However, there will be in the
Whose lot
future.
is
Will be.
There will
So
100%
whose lot
in
is
the future.
that?
It's
And
Chad's.
The entire reason
You're kidding.
we even purchased that building and that lot was for this future development. And that line that you can see right there right now, when we redo it, obviously, I mean, it was meant for a drive-in bank teller.
Yeah.
But when that bank
I thought
teller
that was-
building is gone
thought that
and we
was
have an
public
easy
parking.
in and out, with only
always thought
3
that was
ways of
public
in and
parking.
out, right now there's like
This side.
And, yeah,
there's so many.
it's like
Then
Thunderdome.
we
in
can
there.
get easily, I think it was 140 parking spaces in that
Oh, that's
space.
impressive.
Yeah, and then that's not counting street parking. That is just that lot.
Yeah,
And
because you're going to
so-
open up this whole section of Lafayette right here.
Yes,
So.
yes.
What was
So
the number, Chad?
Part of this is.
140.
Your number?
140 is what we can
wow,
get.
okay.
And that's not counting then that whole entranceway that we would have right next to Lafayette Park.
Over there.
Yeah,
Over
so
there,
that
yeah.
little part right there is owned by the city. That's public parking.
Okay,
We're not-
Aaron, you're making me sick.
We're not touching.
Sorry, my bad, my bad.
And
Thank
then,
you for saying that. I was like,
Sorry, I'm not looking at it on. I need to look. I need to be with you guys, so I'm not making you guys sick.
and then everything, there's going to be probably a good 15, 20 spots. Of course, a lot of those are going to be for handicap accessibility for people to come in and out of that.
Back to that other lot. He said that you own part of it and the city owns part of it, that big.
No.
That's Lafayette Park. The city owns.
the city owns over, yeah.
Okay, what about that other big?
here, I think Bank of Washington might.
Bank of Washington.
But
does
these 2 lots, these are leased. The city leases these. So
From the
any.
Bank of Washington.
This is Bank of Washington.
Oh, really?
The city
The lot
leases
that we're
them.
talking about.
Oh, well, scratch that actually.
Okay, and then who owns that?
We do.
Does the city own any of that?
No.
The city,
No.
The city owns that bottom corner that the bank leases.
none of this. The city has this parking, these parking spots right here.
But nothing in there is actually the city's?
No.
But they lease it from the bank.
Sorry.
Is that what you
Well,
said?
we're gonna look that up.
Yeah, don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but
Expired.
This is Bank of Washington,
This is
and
open
then
auction.
This is us.
this is Chad's company. They own all that.
well, it sounds like it's a good educational opportunity. I do know some small businesses downtown that, they love it when they're busy and there's all the festivals, but then they get upset because there's no place for any of their customers to park. And so, well, that's not us. I'm just speaking on behalf of
We
a
do
friend.
have, I think, a pretty awesome design for a parking garage there that does not take up too much space in terms of height. Because of the slope of the land, you can easily come in from Oak
Oh,
Street.
it'd be a great spot for it.
And then it instantly goes down, and it doesn't take up that much space, but we can get 350 parking spots
That'd be amazing.
on a 3-story building.
Well, let's also keep in mind that they expanded the Riverfront Park as well, parking area down there.
That's true.
I don't know how many other vehicles they're gonna be able to park there, but it's a lot bigger than what it
Up
used
the
to be.
bigger paved area.
Yeah.
He owns that sign, that US Bank sign there. That's the bane of my existence.
Oh, that one, we're fine with taking it down. I
It's
mean,
ugly
we're
as
not,
heck.
the one that's there in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have no use for it, so if anybody wants it, I'm good. We don't want it.
I just want it gone.
Oh, yeah, no, we're gonna, I mean, we're gonna
I
have
think
to.
it bled through. And
We're gonna have to repave the whole thing and repaint new lines, even if we don't do a parking garage, if we just do a flat surface parking. I mean, cause there's like all the bushes and stuff that separate, that's just, yeah,
But
that's
the
a waste
sign,
of.
like it bleeds through saying US Bank, so it looks like a defunct.
Oh,
bank.
yeah, no, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
No, we're not fans of it.
Well, it's all
Can
coming
you
down.
paint it?
okay, folks.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Taco night at the Clary House, so we.
Let's move on. I have to be honest. I do not know why the Calvin is a consistent monthly.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought we were gonna keep it under old business just so it
here's
didn't
the
die.
thing, guys.
But there's nothing.
This has been a topic of discussion for 25 years plus, and until something changes, I'm not sure what we can do. You can look at it, and if you feel it is breaking any rules, like, trying to kill someone in the wind, please turn it in to to City Hall. Okay.
Thank you,
Take it off.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm the biggest
It's okay. It's
lover
okay.
there as well, but reality. Okay. I'm just looking down. Our new year is going to start in October, but we should be looking around for curb appeals that we can put out. I know the signs we have left, I think, they start with 27, right? All the 26s are out, Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. So do be keeping an eye out for those. Actually, it was funny. One that I've been waiting to turn in actually just got, what is it, Yard of the Month or something
Oh.
on Fremont.
great.
That whole renovation, they did a fantastic job on that house. So I'll set them aside. 515 Fremont for the future.
Yep.
I think creating new history, I think the newest one that could potentially be nominated for that would be Andrew's Building.
That's not mine. It just.
But it does something good,
But,
it's yours.
no. But no, I mean, I almost maybe feel like I should abstain, but I think that's exactly what that award is for, and I think it was done.
Infill pieces, okay. Historic district signage, we kind of already talked about that.
We'll get
One
quotes.
thing I'm curious about, and you might not be far enough to want to talk about it next month, which is totally fine. If you say, give me a couple of months, then I can give you an update. I am excited, but also super curious about this street and any potential development or TIFs happening there, and anything that we can do to help or participate in.
Yeah.
So if we could do,
I have some ideas, so I'll put
if we could
that
add that as an agenda
put
item
that on
next
the
month,
yeah.
I'd like to hear about it.
What's going on next to Schrader's Drug on Fifth Street?
I thought it was,
It's a law firm. Yeah.
Oh, it's a law
I
firm.
think it's Mincy.
Yeah, it's an office building. Okay.
Correct.
do we know what its material shall be? Not that we get to say, we don't.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
That is something to think about. We do just have this small area that we look over, but I am so excited for Fifth Street. It's going to be really some fantastic things
And that'll be
coming,
part
I
of the
think, in
discussion next
5
week is how this board will
Okay.
interact with Fifth Street. So
Yeah.
I've got ideas.
I mean, there are some great buildings left. A lot have been lost already. So it's a different era. It's
Yeah.
a different time.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
For sure.
frankly, the zoning is there. Our zoning does, allow and encourage a lot of infill that, matches a lot of the historic stuff. But, the will is not there at the time. And hopefully that's what the TIF will
And the
help
next
out.
meeting for
So,
that is June 10th.
Okay.
so.
All right. Okay. Anything else that needs to be discussed tonight?
I just got this email from the mayor sent from Missouri Main Street.
Yes, they send that out every couple of weeks.
So I don't know. This is just my first time seeing this, so I'm gonna run through this and see if
Oh, I can.
There's anything in
You
here.
should just get on the list. They send it out about once every month, once a
Okay.
month, 6 weeks. Yeah. So the only
Well-
thing about this, like every other one, they usually tell you, and you're like, oh, it's like 2 weeks until.
I
the-
know.
That's what I saw with some of these. I'm like,
But
June
ideally,
30th.
what I
like,
did in the past when I would see these, and I would mark next year and be like, hey,
It's an
like
ish time of year.
3 months before, go look at
Yeah.
XYZ.
Yeah, I still need to dig, he sent this at like 3:50, so I didn't get time to really look at it, but so.
Yeah.
We'll see if any of this is relevant.
Some of these
basically.
we've actually gotten before that you'll see on
Oh, yeah,
here.
uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Cool. Well,
Okay.
figure it out. Okay, that's all I
All
got.
right. If there is no,
Make a suggestion if I could.
yes, sir.
I know you guys are all well aware that it's mandatory review, voluntary compliance. But it seems to me like at most every meeting, we say, we don't have any teeth. We don't, you can take our suggestion, but we don't have any teeth. Just stop saying we don't have any teeth and work on getting other members here, get a quorum, people come in front of you, this is what we like, you know what I'm saying? And then it has a little bit more validity if we say it's necessary to come before you for this, I guess.
Because it is.
It is, that's right. And I mean, it's.
Our
you
code
know,
requires it, so.
I mean, Chad knows it. He's been through 10 projects. But when someone else comes in and like, well, thanks for coming, but you really didn't have to because we really don't.
Well, we
have
generally
anything to
don't
say.
volunteer that information just off the top
But
of our head.
It said
Sure.
a lot that we don't have any teeth.
But we don't.
I get that, but you don't have to share that at every meeting that everybody
It's not
has
every
to.
meeting.
No, generally we're pretty good. We're like, here's the guidelines, here's the colors,
It's
here's.
simply a suggestion, just simply
Yeah,
say,
you know, I
"Hey, we
was.
come to you and
I was really excited
reason
this
for it.
year when we got to talk to, I think it's number 4 Lafayette, like the corner of Lafayette in front. That was such a wonderful experience about someone that listened and took the information back. I need to go look closely and see what's happened so far. But,
Did a really good job with that.
well, I think when we have time, when I had time and I can go back and I can go through the book and I can point out specific things, it is easier. I will say, like, when, you know, and it's not Aaron's fault, it's just when they come in, like, we get it the day of and you're like, you know, I don't have
Well-
it all in my head anymore, and so it takes me longer to pull it up.
Yeah, and I've started, you know, the staff reports. I hope those have been helpful. You know, that's another thing. And I pointed out for this one that came in. I'll just pull it up real quick. No, that's not okay. Meeting. So like I talk about the area of interest, the architecture style, a bit of history about, you know, and then I point to specific design guidelines, and if it meets said guideline,
Yes.
you know, and
That is nice.
So, you know, hopefully that this
Well, that was
can be
great for tonight.
this can be helpful in the future and currently. So,
Yeah.
yeah, some to, you know, bolster this board's
Well, and I hear what you're saying though,
Process.
Jeff, because I feel like it's almost like a cop-out. It's like, well, here's what it is, but you can't do anything about it.
Right.
So,
Well, I get that, but
well, it just
they're gonna figure that out long before we can say it.
right.
If they want to, they're gonna.
It'd be
do it.
nice to, you know, and maybe someday, like, I don't want to be Webster Grove's teeth, but they maybe have like vampire teeth, but to be able to do something to say like, look, you,
That's what, exactly. Like,
Well,
what
and I
do you
think
gotta
there's
do
some
to get teeth?
smaller things that we've talked about in the
Yes.
past that we can advance. Even things that aren't triggered by a building permit. We've talked about paint color. We've talked about some other things that aren't, you know, that's our own mechanism. And so, again, a building permit was not required. And
Right.
so some things, unless you have people like Becky and Rick and Andrew that are downtown all the time and going, hey, what's over there? That didn't come before us. You know, that's kind of where we're at. And again, we have a long way to go as far as education on many levels. So, okay. Anything else that anybody would like to share tonight? If not, I would take a motion to adjourn. Oh, sure.
We are going to be, and of course, we've already met with Rick and with Joe about the new building, and so things are going in a very good direction. In fact, we're going to probably have Joe then design the exterior of the building, and it looks like he's very interested. Do some of the civil engineering as well. I do have some ideas already. If off the record completely, if you want to peek at them and throw out your input, you're more than welcome to. I'd love to share some ideas that we've got for the future. So if you want to, cool. If not, don't worry about it.
This is at Third and Lafayette.
At Main and Jefferson.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Motion to adjourn?
I so motion.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget. I want to peek, Chad.
I want to peek, Chad.
City council has custom teeth.
I already saw him.